So I'm here with my friend Luke, who is a Kangal mix from Bosnia. Today we're going to be doing something a little different. What we got here is a pretty insecure young fella who, as you guys know if you've been following him, he came in with a lot of leash reactivity and just overall fear, nervousness about everyday scenarios like going in and out of the car or up and down stairs. So I'm taking an approach that I'm deciding to use a food lure today, and all a food lure is getting my dog motivated to earn this food and to learn to follow my hand. Paired with e-collar pressure. This is something I do from time to time. Doesn't work for every dog, but Luke seems to be responding to it well. Luke. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be luring him with the food to show him where I want him to be. I'm going to be teaching him place and probably starting recall as well, off from the bed, just coming to me. So I'll be using e-collar pressure humming in the background at a level that he feels but he's not concerned about. There he goes eating out of my food. Remember to keep that closed when you got a dog nearby, especially a dog who's not trained yet. See, he's motivated for the food though, so that's good. We're gonna get him started. Now, to get him motivated for the food, we did not feed him a heavy dinner. We went light on dinner and we went light on breakfast. Make sure he's hungry. Now you're gonna see me start right now. One thing I wanna point out, I fed him on the bed before I started this. So I lured him on the bed and I gave him a lot of positive experiences. We call it a reward history on the bed. So you're gonna see him go to the bed because he's been getting fed there and he's been getting pet there and he's been getting a lot of good stuff there. So we create a reward history first, so whenever he's confused, he's probably going to default to this bed, just like he did, because that's where I've been petting him and that's where I've been feeding him. So because I'm teaching him place, if he has to take a guess, he's going to get it right. He's going to know this place bed is the fun spot to be. So it's important to, if you get a dog who's nervous, to give them some positive associations with the bed first. So that's what I did. I fed him a lot and I pet him a lot, and now he's getting on the bed without me even asking. So that's good. Now let's get started with the luring and e-collar training with place and recall. Right, Luke? Now, one thing I do want to point out, he's going to be making mistakes. I'm not going to be correcting at this point, okay? I'm not going to be correcting him if he steps off the bed. I will turn pressure on and help lure him, but I'm not correcting. He's just learning to earn a reward and learning about pressure, okay? Later on, once he's got a better understanding of this, then I will start the correction process, okay? For stepping off the bed and all that. But you're gonna see if he makes mistakes, I'm not gonna be correcting, I'm just gonna be teaching him, okay? Okay. Come. Good. Now he relies heavily on my body language at this point, which will slowly fade off. Good. Break. Come. Good boy. Good. Now every time I say come, or if I say place, e-collar pressure is being held on. So when I say come, I'm holding the pressure on. As soon as he starts to come to me, I turn it off and I start praising. Same thing for place. Good. Now a reward for him just being on there. Good. Teaching him that staying on the bed is what I want. Good. If he offers a down, if your dog offers a down, good boy. Feed heavy. Let him know that's what I would prefer you to be doing. Good. Okay, so you're in control of how rewarding his actions are. If he lays down, I want to reward him heavy so he does it again. So he's more likely to choose that behavior, okay? So you notice this is called, I believe this is called free shaping. There's no leash, okay? It's just lure, and the e-collar pressure is going to be helping for informational purposes as well. So e-collar pressure is about to turn on, and I'm going to recall. Come. Good boy. All the e-collar pressure is at this point, I want him to know it's me communicating with him. Giving him a tap on the shoulder saying, hey, come on, buddy, let's go. Or, hey, come on, get on place. Good boy. Break. Throwing food on the ground just so he doesn't follow me. Pressure on, come. Pressure off. Good boy. Gets on the place bed. Good. So I'm using recall a lot because recall is how we're going to move a dog around. It's a big part of this training program. It's huge. I'll be adding in the word no as well for informational purposes to let him know what I don't want as well. But you can see if I wanted to start to get that down more, I'll just start luring and then feeding when he's in the down. And just do that when he gets on the place bed to start to shape the down. Okay? Pressure on, come, pressure off. Good boy. Break. We're just starting to get him used to these commands. He's new at this, very new at this. It's his first session with me. Come. Good boy. Just really focused on recall right now, using the place bed. Getting him used to, like, hey, when you're on the place bed, it's going to be an anchor. Good. Good. And if you're doing this at home, you're probably not going to be talking like I am. You know, you want to keep this relatively quiet. Good. That way, when he hears you talk, he knows you're talking to him. Good. And that it's relevant. Pressure on. Come. Good boy. Feed. Good job. Notice I'm not making him sit or anything right now because I don't want to stop the momentum. I'll add that soon though. Pressure on. Come. Good boy. Place. Good. Pressure turned right on before he got on place. I'm going to start adding that in. I'm not going to add the word down in today just because we're already using recall in place, which is enough. But I will start to lure it so he gets used to it. No. Pressure on, guide back on. This is his first time stepping off the bed. Good. All right, so I'm starting to add no and to let him know that was the wrong choice. That's not what I desire. Good. Now good. Good means I like what you're doing, keep on doing it. Good. Come. Good boy. Break. See this little pattern here? It's kind of fun. Pressure on. Come. Good boy. Place. Good. Now, we got a time limit here. He's going to start getting full. Notice, he might go to it. He might give me a down on his own. Good boy. Okay? Now, this doesn't mean I'm not going to go to leash in the future. This is just getting him used to it in a scenario that's a little less pressure. So if you get a dog where you feel like you need to use less pressure because sometimes just putting on a leash is just, it's going to be a huge fight, you can start like this. It's an option. You don't have to. You can also just put the leash on and work them slowly with pressure and release for a few days until they get used to it, and then start this process. But today, I thought Luke would be a good guide to do some of this luring technique with, paired with the e-collar. Good boy. So I'm going to shut up now. I've been talking a lot. You guys can just watch me and Luke work. It's fair to him that I give him 100% of my attention. I appreciate you guys watching now, and if there's any questions about this stuff, you can absolutely leave a question in the comments and we'll get back to you. Come. Good boy, Luke. That's my boy. Good job. Break. Get this out there. Place. Good. Come. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Now. Place. Good. Good. Break. Good boy. Good job. Place. Good. Yeah. Yeah, bud. Yeah. Good job. Break. That boy. That boy. Yeah. Come. Place. Good. Now notice I'm going to start trying to send him to place. I don't want to have to walk him up all the way every time. Come. Good boy, Luke. Oh, nice work. Come. Good. Nice. Making you think, huh? Place. Good. Good work. Good boy. Good. Oh, so the reason we use the e-collar is because eventually the dog doesn't care about the food. Well, we're not doing food for a bribe, we're using it for a reward. But once the dog gets full, they still have the information and the motivation of the pressure on the e-collar, and I can use that pressure that they've learned how to turn off to motivate them to do the commands, and then also reward them with affection, like I am so. Because you get full, don't you? You're full. Good. Eventually food's out of the equation anyway, and it's just the bond and the understanding of the e-collar that gets you through all the commands. Look at you. You're a good boy, aren't you? Break. Yes. 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 Good. Place. Good boy. Good. Good job, boy. Good job, boy. Good. Mr. Kangal. That's a good boy. Come. Good boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Come. Good. Come. Good. Boy, Kangal. Mr. Good boy. No. No. Place. Good boy. What's this? That a boy. Good job. Good job. Break. Good boy. He did it. He did it. Oh, wow. Look at all your fur coming out, Mr. Kangal. Huh? All right. That was good. That was good.